and how we all have fear every now and then, which is a good thing as long as you position it properly. Kevin absolutely knows all the facts. He has been through a lot within his life, and not only does he know the facts on being coached, but he has experienced things in life to help him. He definitely takes his business seriously, but loves to have a good time, always has a smile on his face. Definitely was trained by the best of the best, has all the details, and has a heart of gold because he often puts others before himself. Kevin loves helping people. It's his passion. So without further ado, come on up, Kevin Young. Yeah, see your sheet.
Let's give Kansas a round of applause for doing a great job. So, before we go into the presentation, something happened to me really interesting about this past year. We were leaving the conference, went to a conference, and today I'm going to talk about fear. But we were leaving the conference, and we made it home. And when we made it home, got there, didn't have a key, everything was locked. So my first reaction was, okay, you know what, I'm going to check the rest of the house, on the first floor. It was a 2-story house. So check the windows and everything, windows locked, front door locked. The only thing that was open was the door on the second story. Now, with that, y'all laugh. With that, I was like, there's no way in. But when I got to the front of the house, I looked up, I said, oh, Jesus, I got to go to the second story. So if you know, I think, what were you at? You was there, Kansas was there. I think Cooper was there. But made it to the house and got out, got the car and looked up and I was like, man, I got to climb up there. So the first thing that went through my head was, can I do it? Am I going to be able to do it? I had a lot of fear going on. So I'm one of them people, if you know who I am, if you've been around me enough, you know I go from 0 to 100 real quick. When I say real quick, I'm like, I go from being, calm to excited real fast. And so when I found out I had to climb the house, I said, you know what? I'm going to get this house. So me being who I am, and the house being what it is, we had a battle. So I climbed up the brick, reached up to the second floor. Now this whole time I got butterflies on. Reached up to the second floor, and if you see those little things right there, the little what do they call that? The wood. So I didn't realize my body was bigger than the wood. So when I got onto the wood, guess what happened? It broke. So I fell from the second story of the house. Now when I say I fell hard. But me falling actually helped me come up with how to overcome fear. And actually leads me into what I want to present about today. And it's talking about fear. See, many times in our life, we have that same fear of just getting started, of just doing things. And so today I'm going to talk about 3 levels of fear, so you want to take note. It's the fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, and the fear of success. The fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, and the fear of success. Are you going to go to the internet? You got to slide it over from there. So y'all, anyone got? You got the fear of what? Failure first. Then you have the fear of what? Unknown. Then you have the fear of success. So these 3 fears are actually what people go through in their life. Whether you know it or not, we are only born with two emotions: fear and love. That's it. Now, in addition to being born with fear and love, fear creates doubt, doubt creates sadness, sadness creates anger. See how fear just starts all of that? Now, love creates happiness, joy. You can name the things that love creates. So it's only 2 emotions. And so with the fear of level 1, the fear of failure, we're only created with 2 types of fears. When we're born in this earth, we have 2 fears: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Have you ever seen a baby? When a baby is ready to crawl, they crawl first, they crawl, they send them to do what? Walk. So the only thing they fear is falling. So let's look at this. as a child, we're only born with those two fears, but the first fear that people have is they never start. You never begin. You don't even, many people will prepare on the runway the whole time, like, I'm going to take notes on this. I'm going to do this. They plan, but they ain't never learn how to fly. So if you're busy planning, when will you ever take off and take flight? Same thing in this business. I have many people do this. There's a lot of people do. I say, get your list together. If they say I want to do the business, I say, get your list. They write down their list. They're like, well, Kevin, I worked on my list. I'm like, well, let's call some of these people. No, I'm afraid of that. Bring to the next point. People are afraid of being told no. You remember when you was a child? When you was 2 or 3 years old? What did people tell you to do? Stop. No. Don't do that. Don't touch that. Don't look that way. Stop. No. That's programmed into your subconscious mind. Whatever goes into your conscious, you put it into your subconscious, and then it comes out of you in your actions. Percent of people in America, 95%, they got broke for one, and they never learned to do anything new. That's most people. Only 5% of people in America become wealthy. You all are going to be wealthy because you got over that fear of being not. Now the next fear got to be not being told no. Something new. The next thing they have what's called a lack of commitment. Got a great story on this. Have anybody heard the story between the chicken and the pig? So the chicken and the pig one day walked into a restaurant. They were like, we're gonna sit down and eat some breakfast this morning. And they looked at the menu, and the menu said bacon and eggs. So the chicken and the pig talking. The chicken said, hey, why is it that your name is before mine? You got bacon and eggs come second. He said, because I got way more of a commitment than you do. See, the chicken only got to let the eggs come out, it's still alive. To put that pig on that piece of plate, he got to die. So what you have to understand is that you have to be committed to you first, and then you can make a commitment to others. See, many times people become everything to everybody, and they're being nothing to themselves. So you have to be committed to you first. So as I was down on that ground, y'all remember the story I told you in the beginning. I had a fear of failure because I'm laying there on that ground, my back to the ground, looking up, and I see nothing but sunshine. I'm like, man, how am I gonna get up off this ground? Because I still didn't get in the house. We still like that, right? So we still like that. I'm down on the ground, and less ground. Get up. So as I'm down on the ground, I'm like, okay, what do I have to do to get over this fear of failure? Because I failed one time already. I failed. And so as I was laying there, I went through all this. I was like, well, if I don't get back up, I never begin, right? I'm afraid of telling myself no, because there's nothing between me and the house. So I'm telling myself no the whole time. I'm like, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. And now I don't have a commitment. Because if I'm committed to get in the house, what I'm going to do? I'm going to get up. So anyone guess what I done next? Got up. I got up. That leads us to the next fear. Have is the fear of the unknown. Now, when I got up, I didn't know what was going to happen next day. I had no clue that I would be able to climb into the house. No clue at all. So the fear of the unknown. This is where most people quit in this business. Is in the fear of the unknown. This is where most people quit in life. Because they're afraid of what they don't know. So the first thing is doubt. Doubt is a cousin of fear. It's like right next to it. It's a cousin. Because most people, when they doubt themselves, they say, well, I don't think I can do it. Well, I may try. That's why I said today, we're leaving the word try out of your vocabulary. Because either you're going to do it or you're not. Even in your life, when you make a commitment to something, either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. So that's why I said the word try has to leave from your vocabulary, because try is equal to doubt. Because you're really in your mind saying, you know what, I don't think I can do this. So take the word try out. So we're not going to try anything anymore, right? Right. What are we going to do? Do it or we're not going to do it? Plain and simple. Either you're going to get out of debt or you're not. Either you're going to learn how to invest your money or you're not. See, it's nothing in between. So when I was laying on that ground and I looked up and I got up on my feet, I was like, you know what? Either I'm going to climb we have to do is take that out. But the one thing that you have to do once you get over that is you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. Consistency is where your success is. It's when you become inconsistent when you fail. You have to be consistent at failing starting out. Because when you were a baby and you got up and you start crawling, and then you got up and start walking, you had to keep on taking those baby steps and learn how to do it. Now you wobbled, you was like this, oh, hold up, I'm baby. You wobbled all over, but you still walking. But see, the thing about children and babies, they the most brave people, and they live in a different zone than we do as adults. Let me prove it to you. A baby doesn't care about if they can walk or not. They don't care about being embarrassed. They don't care about people laughing at them. When you're a baby, you just want to learn how to do it. Walk. Babies are more goal-oriented than adults. They more focused on their goals because they're going to complete it. When you were a kid, you learn how to walk. Then you start talking next. You didn't care about saying goo goo gaga, gee, none of that stuff for 6-7 months because you want to learn how to talk. Why is it as adults, when someone tells us no or tells us we can't do something, we just quit all of a sudden? We just quit doing everything. Think about that. You have to be able to get over that fear and become more consistent about your life. Once you become more consistent, the next thing you have to do, you have to find certainty. I always say you have to be intentional. Because we know in this business every day, and if we don't have any intent, we'll never be successful. So like this, you can hit a big oak tree in 50 different places, but it never will come down. Because you're not intentional about making those swings. But you hit an oak tree in the same spot 50 times, what's going to happen? It's going to fall. So when we're training, when Candace and I are training, when Nargis or anyone in the room is doing their training, Billy, what you have to understand is that we're trying to teach you to be intentional. When you go out, you don't have to go out and prospect. You just got to listen to people. People tell you what they need. But if you're not intentional about going out and doing it, if it's not in your subconscious mind, you'll never do it. It's words that I hear now when I go out and talk to people: debt, money, taxes, I pay too much in bills. See, those words come up now, and so I'm intentional about doing what I do. So you have to have intent. That's the only way you'll be able to create an unknown, is by following these steps and doing the complete opposite. That makes sense? Now, once you get past the fear of the unknown, because in the unknown, you don't see anything behind you, you don't see anything in front of you. So that's why many people quit. Right now, there's a lot of people in this room that's in the fear of the unknown. You're right there. You're real close to getting your breakthrough. But you have to keep going. You have to keep going. So let's look at the next fear. Level 3 is the fear of success. Now, after I got up off the ground, I looked up and I said, you know what? I'm going to climb up this house. I'm going to get to the second story. I was afraid. I really was. Because I had bruised myself, I had cut my arm. I was like horrible. And then your brother fell 2 weeks ago. Same thing. Oh, no. Sorry. Quita's husband broke the other two. The other three the wood things. He broke the other 3 wood things. Trying to do the same thing. And he still got up. So now we're going to get to the fear of success. Whenever I was down on that ground and I got up off the ground, I made a commitment that I'm getting up this house. I did. So when I made that commitment, I actually climbed up and I got up the house. But see, when I got up there, I was by myself. That's the same thing you're going to have in real life, the fear of success. Because you've been afraid of achieving your greatness. It's called the Jonah complex. Y'all, that's what you look up. When you leave from here, go look up on Google, write this, take notes. Go look at what the Jonah complex is. See, everyone in this room was born to be great. Everybody. Every person has a special gift that no one else can do. I cannot be Candace. I cannot be Tiffany. I can't be Leon because I was designed for a purpose. You were designed for a purpose. So if you don't fulfill that purpose, you are then incomplete because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So what we have to do, the first thing we have to get over is that you deserve to have wealth. You deserve to be rich. I'm going to go spiritual, but in the Bible it says we should all live in abundance. Plain and simple. Why is it that, and you know what, I'm a preacher son, so I'm going to say what's on my mind right now. Why is it that with church people, we have the most scarce mindset when it comes to money? We got everything else. We got abundant love. We got abundant this. But if you look through the Bible, it's plenty of people that stay rich. You had tax collectors. You had business owners around themselves with just some regular people. Jesus was around people that was doing things that was wealthy, done for our purpose. It was done for a purpose, so we can see that. But why is it that with people in general too, we can have anything we want if we have faith.
I agree.
So first we gotta have faith because we deserve anything. Next, you have to be willing to change. The only way to change is the way. Change. See, he said, let's be ready. He said, let's go. So we have a mission right now. We all have a mission. We're here to change lives. Plain and simple. Can't tell you with one more moment about it, my econ. We're here to change lives. When we can start really building wealth, we can start to make big strides in society. But until we do that, until we change people's mindset, we're going to forever be broke. Here's the thing. The deaths that's happening right now, the people that's going to jail, all that's happening because people are broken. But the only way to deal with that is to overcome poverty. Poverty is what we have to do to change people's mindset, but that never happens unless we change. So once you change, it's going to be lonely at the top. You may be the only person in your family that's going to become a millionaire. Plain and simple. So, got a great example. About 2 weeks ago, was the last year at the success array. At the success array, and before I went, my grandma told me, she said, Kevin, you don't wear yourself out. Kevin, you going too fast. Kevin, you doing this. See, I had to think in my mind, I said, well, I know she loves me, but she has never met this level of success. See, you're going to leave a lot of people behind. Your family can't come with you. Your friends can't come with you. The most lonely path you're going to take is this. This journey is yours and yours alone because you're doing something different. I can't expect my grandma to understand what I'm going through. I can't expect my grandma to understand why I'm going to 5 million cities in 3 or 4 days. She won't get it. But when I made it home from the sorority that night, and I showed her a picture, she said, baby, I understand. You did it in the right direction. But she had to see it first. So while you're on your journey right now, you have to understand that people will not understand what you're doing. That's why it's so good to be connected like you are now, because I get it. I know why Miss Jeanette was tired yesterday because she wanted to come to the daily event. So Miss Jeanette yesterday, she done her hair all day long. Now, if that was somebody else that was like, man, she's so tired. Now, I know you was tired, but I understand your sacrifice because you're trying to do something different for your family. I understand why Nargis travel as much as she's doing and take things and do videos because that's what she's good at. She's trying to do something different for her family. I understand why Candace traveled 5 different cities in 3 days with me many times because she's trying to break that generational curse and start building generational wealth. And that's what it takes. So in order to become a millionaire, you got to get around millionaires. I just follow what my mentor tells me to do. He tells me to go to this, I go. He say go here, I go. Because I know that's what it takes to be successful and to build generational wealth. So you have to know there's going to be nights when you're going to cry. It's going to be nice when you're going to ask God, why me? But ask him, why not you? So with that, once you get over the loneliness, once you learn how to change, once you get over that, you deserve everything in this world. Then you can get what I like you can get one more person. Or you can learn how to build one more generational wealth within your family. Or you can learn how to do one more thing different. See, the one more move is not about getting thousands of people. It's about getting one more person at a time. But you have to get yourself first. So once you get yourself first, in order, Billy paid off his debt. Candace has started an investment account. Nargis' credit looks good. Mission Dan's running about investment. See, once you get yourself in order, then just think about it. Being told no is not the worst thing in the world. Matter of fact, being told no is actually yes to me. My mind is so conditional. Like somebody tell me no, okay, yes. I'm glad I can move on from you and move to the next person. You have to get the kind of mindset